Yo, what is good, folks? It's your boy Sports PSP. Before you check out the rest of the episode, please go make sure that you like and subscribe to the Sports PSP podcast and check out live episodes of the Sports PSP podcast every Friday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on YouTube. And like and follow and subscribe to my panel, BRF Sports, and of course, the big fella from Columbus, Georgia, undisputed world champ. But man, I have to talk about the Baltimore Ravens. Their defense, to make a long story short, they're just that bad. Outside of the Cleveland Browns game, they've given 3 games 30 points or more. They gave up 41 points to the Buffalo Bills. They gave up 38 points in week 3 last week, Monday Night Football, against the Detroit Lions, and now against the Kansas City Chiefs, in which their offense has had some struggles this season and also last year. They gave up 37 points, 41, 38, 39. They've given up 116 points. Outside of Cleveland, they've given up 116 points. Sorry if I'm going on my calculator. So 116 points in the 3 games of 30 points or more. That's 38.6 that they've given up in those 3 games in which they've lost. Outside, the only time the defense looked well was against Cleveland. Okay? Give me a break. Look, Lamar Jackson did not have a great game, and he didn't finish the rest of the game. Matter of fact, I'm reading the stats right here. The box score, 14-20, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Lamar Jackson did not have a great game. No doubt about that. And Baltimore's offense, look, that last touchdown that they scored by Justice Hill, the 71-yarder, that came in garbage time. It was 37-13, okay? But the bigger issue with Baltimore has been their defense. They're known for having great defenses from, of course, Ray Lewis, the 2000 defense that led to them winning the Super Bowl. Ray Lewis winning the Super Bowl MVP, Defensive Player of the Year. They've had great defenses from Ray Lewis, Russell Soul, Tony Siragusa, Ed Reed, Terrell Suggs. And look, prior to the season, Baltimore was one of the favorites to compete in the AFC Championship game, and who knows, compete for a Super Bowl. Coming off devastating playoff losses. 2023, the year when Lamar Jackson won the second MVP, the AFC Championship game home against the Kansas City Chiefs. And of course, who cannot forget last year in the divisional round at Buffalo? The Baltimore Ravens defense, man. Look, week 1 against the Buffalo Bills, I get it. It's Josh Allen, the reigning MVP, but 251 yards in the fourth quarter in terms of passing. They allowed Josh Allen to throw the football. They allowed Josh Allen to have 251 passing yards in the fourth quarter. Week 3 against the Detroit Lions. Again, how would Detroit be without their coordinators, Ben Johnson and Aaron Glenn? They still just fine because they were able to score 38 points and they still able to generate points even without Ben Johnson. So it tells you how good of a team Detroit is and how good of a head coach Dan Campbell is as well. And then against the Kansas City Chiefs. And again, the Chiefs offense, this has been a while now. Their offense has looked this good. The last time they scored that many points, you got to go back to week 3 of the 2023 season against the Chicago Bears. They've had a hard time to score that many points, and they look like the Kansas City Chiefs of old. Patrick Mahomes, 25 of 37, 270 yards, 4 touchdowns to 0 interceptions. He, by the way, became the youngest quarterback in NFL history to reach 250 passing touchdowns. He was only sacked 1 time in that game. The X factor for the Kansas City Chiefs was Xavier Worthy coming back. And then he had a game, 5 catches for 83 yards. He also only had 2 carries for 38 yards. Kansas City's offense looked like the Kansas City's offense of old. Andy Reid did a great job with the play calling, the offense, Steve Spagnuolo going after the defense. But man, Baltimore's defense, y'all have got to get it together because y'all giving up points, y'all giving up explosive plays. This is not the Baltimore defense of old. Y'all are looking tragic. And I'll tell you what, the good thing for you next week, you got the Houston Texans. If y'all find a way to give up that many points to this Houston Texans offense, even though they have CJ Stroud, even though with Nico Collins, Nick Chubb, and them, but at the same time, Houston is not that great as far as protecting their quarterback. As my man, Undisputed World Champ, always says, the quarterback cannot throw on his back. If y'all can't figure out a way to handle Houston's offense next week, I don't know what to tell you. And then after that, you got the Rams, you got the Bears. Then on the road, you got the Dolphins. You should beat the Dolphins. I mean, but your defense, man, y'all have got to get it together. This is not the Baltimore Ravens we as fans expected coming into the season. 1-3. Not every game Lamar Jackson is going to put up MVP caliber numbers. I'm not saying that Lamar Jackson doesn't deserve blame. Of course, he's going to get blame. After all, he's the quarterback. And overall, the Ravens offense didn't look so good. But their defense, that is what's so alarming, so concerning. It's that awful. They are as awful right now as the Dallas Cowboys defense. They're losing their soul. They're losing their signature. It's like somebody's taking their heart out of their chest. And they've got to be the biggest disappointment so far. Without question. With all the hype, with all the offseason moves, everything else, so far, just a quarter of the season, they right now have to be the biggest disappointment in football. Because with this team, with this coaching, inexcusable. Totally inexcusable. And right now, the Pittsburgh Steelers, they're sitting atop of that division, 3-1. Cincinnati is 2-1, and who knows? Unfortunately for them, Joe Burrow is going to be out for a long time. They got the big Monday night game tomorrow against Denver Broncos. So we'll see. They're coming off an embarrassing loss against the Minnesota Vikings. It can't be that worse. But Baltimore, man, it's still early in the season, but the defense, they got to get it together. Whether if it's scheme or whatever, y'all are not looking that good. Y'all looking bad. Y'all looking awful. Y'all looking burnt. Burnt like toast. So I don't know what's going on in Baltimore, but they got to get their stuff together. But anyway, those are my thoughts, folks. Let me know in the comment section below what is going on with the Baltimore Ravens, what is going on defensively, what is going on with this team, because they are not looking like the Baltimore Ravens of old. It's your boy Sports PSP. Enjoy the rest of your day, and peace.